happened. I was in the middle of that jump and my PC said, no thank you. And nothing even crashed. It just went blank. It just said, no thank you. And I could see it. I was mid-air. You're still in the game. Holy shit. I can launch it. The impeccable timing of that is insane. It could have been 2 milliseconds or 2 seconds later, 2 seconds before, and I would have been fine. Because I was on a ledge. I was on a fine ledge, and it was really cool because, like, honestly, I was literally just about to say, this part is way easier than, like, the other, like, volcano. That was way easier than anything we've... What? Is it because I tapped out? I think I fucked it. Sure, okay, whatever. Peek, what is wrong with you? Okay, now I think I'm launching it twice. No, but genuinely, it was the worst fucking timing of my life. And I really thought we were gonna make it. Did I have Bing Bong? Can I even get into the same continue run? We nerfed the frogs again. What does that mean? Honestly, it was cinematic in the worst way. I can't even start to imagine what it looked like for you. Okay, it's not loading because the dots aren't showing up. Oh shit. What is wrong with Peak? How is Peak taking so much CPU from my computer? Wait, what? What? Well, this is weird. Wait, but this isn't with them. How do I join them? They can't even invite me now. How do... I guess I'll just climb along and pretend I'm with them? I don't know. How do I not touch this laser? Oh. You did it. Well, did you do it with Bing Bong? Whee. Burnt him for fuel. Well, I guess it doesn't matter then. What happens if I actually go through it? Oh, arrow, remove. Oh. Well, that sucks. Hmm? What? That did nothing. Well, that is really sucky. Ow, what the fuck? Ow. That's cool. Very cool level, honestly. Ow. Don't worry, lads. I got this. What? Why am I getting sleepy with this arrow? Okay, good night. Well, that sucks. I don't think I can join the people anyway, even as a spectator. That sucks. Yeah. Well, did Zed make it? Actually? Bo just completed it, and I'm guessing you didn't. Because you said Bo completed it? Or did he leave you behind? Like, did he just leave you? You got far enough. Okay, that's good. Did he ask you before getting in the helicopter, or did he just do it? We went different directions. No, that's fine. But did he ask you before he got into the helicopter? I got 4 hats and outfits, literally clutch after clutch after clutch. I feel blessed. I was spectating him by helicopter. I was dead. Okay, fair enough. Well, um, what a crazy, crazy ending to the stream and to the subathon. Um, it would have been so good if I finished it, and honestly, that level felt really easy compared. I don't know how it was at the top because I didn't get there, but honestly, it felt like this one was way easier. Um, but not thrice, but four times. That's not how to spell four, both. I got a participation badge. Nice. Hi, Grass. Welcome back. Wait, you were here before, right? It's been a long stream. I can't remember. I'm sorry. The tower was by far the most fun one. The tower? Was it called the tower? Wasn't it called the Citadel? I was so close to dying on the final one. Really? Your internet's been out the entire day. I'm sorry. Well, at least maybe you get to like read a book or go outside or something, you know? No, but the Citadel felt really simple. Obviously, I didn't get to the top, so maybe it's super hard at the top, but like compared to the crater, whatever it's called, I find that one so bad. Like so struggling. Because there's so little places that you can actually get to the top. But meanwhile here, it felt like wherever I looked, there was like edges and ledges. And that felt kind of good. With that said, however, I think that's it. I feel exhausted and my ass was clenched. I mean, Bo, you did kind of carry like a few times, I won't lie. But I think I can't believe we made it from after the cannon, actually. That was kind of wild. So, nice clutches. But honestly, you don't have multiple asses. Don't wall people have that? Have like multiple asses? No? Or Jesus was on both sides. I literally take credit for the cookies. I said, let there be cookies, and there was cookies. You got a glider last second with more cookies. Yeah, that's nice. 2 packs of cookies, damn. Yeah. It would have been nice to finish it, but I can't really, control my PC at this point. And there was 3 dogs at the Citadel door. Yeah, that was kind of nice. That was kind of nice. The one achievement I wanted. And I got the mushroom one, which I have been trying to do for so long, and now I didn't even try to do it, and I just got it. So that's kind of nice. I'm happy with that. But we'll definitely play more Peak. I think Peak is always fun. Some people think it's repetitive, but I honestly think every experience on Peak is just different. And they're always really stupid. And you get into the most fun discussions, I find, as well. While just playing. And then I think it's nice that they keep adding things. I really do think if Peak continues to add things, I will continue to play it because I do think it's really, really fun. And them having the achievements makes it actually difficult for the people who have already played it multiple times. So, yeah. Like, at worst, you die and end up yapping with someone else. Yeah, exactly. It's very Minecrafty in a weird way, sort of. Like Minecraft 2 a.m. Discord call kind of yapping, you know? In my opinion. But, yeah, I think it's cool with the achievements because I do think if you haven't played it before, you could just finish on and just get to the top, and that's like, wow, I made it to the top. And once you've done that, you're like, okay, let's get the achievements. Like, I still want to get Bing Bong to the end. I still have to do it. We've never done it. The rarest achievement I got there was opening 2 clown luggages. How rare is that? Eating 3 hot dogs is more of a double than double is common. Did I get that one too then? I opened 2 on like the second mountain. I don't know. And climbing past Gloom is more than 5 times as common. Well, yeah, because, I'm guessing people have done it. The people who have been to the update, at least. Gloom was really fun. I thought that was kind of spooky in, like, a good way. But I do think the more enemies and the more random things that they add, the better. Jester outfit. Oh, that's cool. I hope it looks like an actual clown outfit. Like the hat goes literally like a little triangle. That'd be cool. With a little ball at the end or something. But this has been the end of the subathon. And it's very bittersweet to end it like this. Because obviously it's been 6 days. So I'm a bit tired. I feel like I haven't had a second to do anything else. Really. The subathon's ready. Let's start it. I might just actually rewatch the VOD just to self-gloat. Yeah, actually, valid. I'm definitely gonna rewatch because I think we had some cinematic moments. Like me and Stremming had, I think, 2 really epic moments. And then when someone was dying, I felt like that was really cinematic too. Is this a new record in days? It is, Grass. It really is, yes. Our previous record was 4 days and we beat that shit with a bet because now it's 6 days. So this is my longest subathon so far. And it's really felt like it. But it's been so fun. I've had a blast. That being said, now I have to schedule in everything that we've reached, all the sub goals, all the league streams, all of that. I still have a 14-hour stream that I still need to do. So I have a lot to schedule in for sure on the events tab in Discord. But like with that said, this has been a fucking blast. And thank you to everyone who has just joined in, the new people, the old people. Well, you know what I mean? Like every person who's been here, every person who's gifted, every person who's done TTS, every person who's, I don't know, who's just hung out. All the carries, all the fucking carries. And of course just blokes.
I miss you, TTS.
Yeah, the TTS is gonna be gone now. I like that you called me out specifically. I didn't mean to. And Grass isn't Grass, wait, who is second oldest? Said. No, Grass isn't that old.
That also means I'll get my VIP power back.
But I don't want you to have powers. I don't think you should have powers. No, I'm really happy. Like I said, very bittersweet. I'm really happy that we didn't go 20 days, for instance. Like, I don't understand how people do that. Maybe one day. But like, it does get difficult,
Wait,
I think.
fuck, I'm past 200 gifted now. I think I started at like 60 to 70 before subathon.
Yeah, but you weren't exactly 200. Exactly. Was that on purpose?
I'm 27 or 28 in November.
Yeah, okay, you're not the second oldest. Grass, you're not that old. I confused Grass with the other dude. I can't recall his name though, but he has a kid as well. Pretty sure he's around my age. Seabriz doesn't have a kid, but he has a wife. But I don't think he's that old. I actually don't think he's old at all. I think he just has... Bayon! Bayon's old. Sorry. Grass, we're so sorry. I confused Straw with him. Well, we don't... Do you know how old Straw is? Is Straw old? Straw does have a lot of weird random facts and a lot of like random knowledge. Like a lot of wisdom. So maybe he is old. And he does read books and watches documentaries. He could be old. I don't think Straw, like when he talks, I don't think of him as being old. But when he types, I do think he sounds old. You know what I mean? I'd guess late 20s. Really? I'm intrigued now. Because he could be old. He could be. High-key missed that dude in here. Yeah. His song slapped. Yeah. I can't remember. But I'm sure you're right. I feel like Straw is just book smart. I'm guessing Boat's 18. Boat, that would make, I don't know. I don't know. Because the amount of flirting that's done here, I don't want anyone to be 18. I want people to be like well above that. Because 8 is even like, you know? Boat, stop drinking if you're 18. You can drink at 18. I think. I did. Yeah, you could drink at 18. You just can't buy it until you're like 20. I think. I'm also unfortunately not 18. I think Boat's like my age. I think. I don't think he's ever said. And even if he did, I would forget because I don't care about him. I recall confusing him with Bayan a while ago, saying he was around my age, but he said he was like 28. No, no, I don't like that. I want Straw to be older because I feel like if I'm slightly the same sort of age as Straw, I feel like I have missed a lot. Wait, no, Kat, you're old as fuck now because you just had a birthday. Yeah, I am. Yeah, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. It's really funny because people above my age are like, "Oh my god, you're so young. It's so amazing. Wow, I wish to be 25 again. Crazy." And then you talk to like anyone that's like younger and then they're like, "Oh my god, boomer." It's insane. It's legal but not smart. Muffin says you. It is legal for you to drink as well, but it's equally not smart for you. um we live once, might as well milk it as much as possible. That's what Wooly said. So yes, milk with every meal. Remember. I just feel like it's too much as it is personally. Nah, I want to add. I could easily live like 3 lifetimes. I think I'd get bored around the 10th. You know? Because I feel like our world is full of stuff. Like, if I could have 10 lifespans, I would be like, and have a healthy body and everything, and be of sound mind, I think I could have a delightful time. I would be so happy with that. I don't know about vampirism, like that whole rule of like living forever without an outway, like a way to go out. But honestly, 10 lifespans, I feel like I could do so much. Like, I could become a doctor. I could go to so many different countries. I would just go all around the world, meet all new people. Because, like, those experiences don't change. You still have to witness people dying, which sucks ass, of course. But at the end of the day, I think it would be cool. You could do so many things. You could read so many books. You could travel. You could have so many different jobs. You could, like, I feel like I would like to test a lot of things in life, you know? Um, like you could own a little shop somewhere in a villa in Greece, and then you can go to Albania and climb a mountain, and then you can go to, you know, I don't know, the Himalayas and scatter some ashes. No, that's a reference to Fallout Far Cry 4, I believe. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I would cap it at 10 lifetimes. And then I would be, one of those lives, I would just be like a little farmer. I would have like a cottage garden. And one of those, I would have a Italian villa in another. And then I would like live in New York in one of them, you know? Like all different like hits of life, but also like cool, you know? Maybe not New York actually. I hate New York. Uh Well, maybe not now that Mandami is. Is it Mandami? Am I saying that right? I don't know. I know how little we matter in the long run. Yeah. But as long as I'm having fun while I can, I don't mind it. Yeah. I like that. I like that take. That's a good take. You say that now, Kat, just wait. Just wait for what? If I can just live like my body's always 20, that would be awesome. But I still want to die when I hit like 75. What? 75 is like, I don't know. Nah, make it to 100. The fuck you doing at 80? My grandma be doing a lot of shit at 80. She's working. Well, she's hobbying and working. She's biking. She's walking. She's doing shit. She's gardening. She's very active. She's a very active lady. She's lovely as well. So don't fuck with 80-year-olds. Yeah. And she has a gay best friend. So that's cool. I doubt
Or
I'll
you get
make it
bad
past
spawn
50,
RNG and get
60.
born in a
That's
poor
low,
place.
boat. That is low. That is really low. I don't want to be a farmer. You just make enough to keep the farm going unless it's fucking massive. No, I don't want to be a farmer. I said gardener. Those two are very different. I want to like have enough to feed me and maybe like, I don't know, 3 other people, like give or take. So like maybe grow some tomatoes and cucumbers and pumpkins or something, you know? Maybe have a greenhouse, you know? I doubt I'll reach 50. When I was 12, I didn't think I'd make it to 18. When I was 18, I didn't think I'd make it to 20. When I was 20, I didn't think I'd make it to 25. Never in my mind growing up I would ever think I'd be my current age. What's that about? Why do people not think that they would like make it to whatever? Why is everyone like lowering their lifespan? I'm up here like, no, I'm making to 100. I'm not testing that. Like, what do you mean? When I hit 75, I can't do what I can do right now that I love. No, of course not. But you'll get used to that. It's, you know, you'll still have a life. You don't just up and die. Like, what do you mean? It's not like you'll sleep 20 fucking 24 hours of the day. You know? No, said I get that yeah, for you and for people who have that, of course. I meant like in general. Like it seems to be many people who have that. I know people who have said that to me too. You know? Are you gonna spawn bad spawn RNG and get born in a poor place? Yeah, true. Hi Luda, how are you? Why would you want to go past 75? Because you can still have a life. You can still do things at past 75. Like, what? That's not. Plus, you'll want to do different things. You'll find different things fun. You know? I constantly have this one teeny tiny thought in the back of my mind. Not a full-fledged what if, but reminder that kind of keeps reminding me of how unstable things are looking at the moment. The trend and overall state, and I feel like shit's about to blow one way or another. Yeah, both. The current world state is kind of fucked, and I'm pretty sure the environment's not gonna make it for very much longer if we keep it up. Because, millionaires and billionaires just really love their airplanes and really love their, water chugging little AI centers. So, like, yeah, that's nice. We love that. Slay. And now people are like, can't get livable wages. So that's nice. I was reading up for the election now, and like a lot of people are struggling. Like a lot of people can't like have a livable wage. So that's nice. Sucks, but it is what it is. And hopefully we'll get better because I do think we live in a nice country who maybe can get their shit together. We just have to figure out which party is going to do that, I guess. I don't want to get used to not having fun shit to do. Muffin, what are you talking about? I get you, but if you now like clubbing or going out or dancing or drinking or whatever that you like doing right now, yes, sure, your body might not be able to do that, but you can still dance at 80. If you take care of your body, you can still dance at 80. Um, okay, then what is the fun stuff that you can't do at 80? There's plenty of things you could do at 80. And if you don't like bingo, you don't have to play bingo. That's fine. Like, you can find things to do that you find fun. You can still play video games at 80, you know? Like, you can still do fun things. Your life isn't over. I'm tired as fuck, boy. Wait, it's over? Luda, it was over hours ago. SMH, you missed it. My lifespan average sits at 69. Hey. Riding a motorcycle at super fast speeds on a mountain. Is that the only thing you enjoy doing in life? Of course, there's going to be things you can't do, but you can also replace those things with things you do like doing that you can do. I don't think one has to, like, you know. And plus, if you do those things, then you will hopefully be happy and satisfied to a point where you're like, oh, I don't need to do that anymore because I physically can't, and that's okay. And you accept that. I can get that. The good thing about age, though, is one has seen it multiple times, but it always changes, even if it feels like it won't. Yeah, and never get caught in a mindset of I'm old. Because the second that you think, oh, I'm old, that's a downward spiral. Like, you're just gonna go crazy over that. Because you're the youngest as you'll ever be right now. And like, if you just continuously think, oh my god, I'm so old, oh my god, I'm so old, you're just getting older, babe. Like, chill. Chill the fuck out. Breathe. No one gives a shit. Like, we're all humans. Everyone's been your age, or if they haven't, they will be. You know? There's also been peeps who have gone through progressively worse and worse statues of the world, without a doubt, but it's weird to secondhand experience stuff you never thought you would have read anywhere but in a history book due to how vile they are. Holy shit, yeah, true. I think it's crazy that we are the first generation, like, I think, like every generation has wanted better and better and better and better and better and better for their kids. You know? They've just like been, humanity should go upwards. Humanity should be better and better and better and better. So we got voting rights, we got all these shit, we got industrialization, we got this, we got that, we got this, we got that. And now it feels like we're just kind of saying, oh, we don't want better for humanity, we want better for individuals. So that's going like that now. So it feels like my generation, I suppose, or like some generations in that cusp, is like witnessing this firsthand of this downhill that we're going on because of greed and AI and bullshit and fucking bitches who, well, by bitches I mean really old white guys who just think about themselves and money. That sucks, doesn't it? But yeah, you don't want to hit the 100. Why not? I've known bikers who still ride in their 70s. That's mainly been hogs though, but still. See, exactly. You could do that. We've had way too many once in a lifetime events, haven't we? Yeah. For I once succumbed to sloth, may greed be my only sin. I greed for knowledge. Okay, back to my studies. The only mindset you should find yourself in, I will never lose. Yeah, never give up, never surrender. Good point. Thank you, hoax. I don't want to be 100 trying to use a needle. Why would you be using a needle at 100? What? Eh? Are you doing drugs at 100? Oh, you should. Wait, what? Wait, diabetic? I should know this. No, not diabetic. Is it diabetic? Medical stuff. Is it diabetics? What 100-year-olds wouldn't be doing drugs? You know what? Good point. Once I get there, I'm just gonna do one of every drug. My heart's gonna give the fuck out, but it'll be worth it. Just one of each at the same time. You are diabetic. Slay. I mean, not slay, but like, yeah. My, um, my grandma is also diabetic. One of them. And she's fine. But she's the, I don't know how to say this, but she's the skinny kind, if that makes sense. I know there's type 1, type B, or type 2, but I don't know which one's which. I just know that she's skinny. It's not because she ate a lot. Like, it's not, I don't, I don't know how to say that without offending anyone. So sorry if I did. Yeah, there is people for that. Hello, sir. May I have one of each drug, please? You know what? When I'm 100 years old, maybe we'll have like little offices that you can get one of each drug. You only have one living grand relative? I'm so sorry to hear that. I have 3? Actually, I might have 4, but nobody knows. It's a secret. Well, I don't know if it's a secret, but yeah. I believe one of them is living in Australia, and nobody knows anything about him, which is really strange. But yeah, it's strange. Muffin, I don't think that's how that works at all. I don't think you have anything for anyone following you 24/7. Ever. Fucking hope to upload my head to a computer within the next 3 to 4 years and just live in my little simulation as a bee. Oh my god, that would actually be kind of cool if you do that. As long as it's not like Soma, where you like upload a version of yourself who's then like super happy and then you're just stuck there, you know? But like I would so do that. I would so upload my brain. If any company wants that, I would so do that. They did that to bird brains? By the time I'm 100, if I make it to 100, maybe they could make me eternal. I could be like one of those little Fallout robots. That's awesome. I love that. That would be so cool. I would love to be a little cyborg. I had a step-grand relative. She actually lived in my neighborhood. She got to 98 before she passed. Active as fuck too. Was out and about just a few days before it passed in her sleep. Yeah, and one of those things, like when you get older, like really old, like that kind of age, get a dog. You know, get out, do things. Stay active. You don't have to like do push-ups or, you know, you don't have to train like you're going for a marathon, but like be active, do things. I suppose that goes for any age, but it's very important. And socialize. I think that is a huge factor. To be fair, it's really not that bad. One of them had unalived one of themselves long before I was born. One had pretty much always been on the brink, and the third got really old, so it's pretty natural. Well, yeah. Yeah. My people who are no longer with me are all like how do I say that? Like they were made into dust and they were put into the they don't have graves if that makes sense. So they're at the like little remembering section of the graves yard. And I think that's really nice. Because wherever I go into my country or to any other country, whenever I'm at a graveyard, I can just think of them. And I think that's really nice. And I think my city is also pretty nice with that. We have a ton of graveyards just in the middle of the city that people like walk their dogs and people just take in the nature and people just I think it's kind of nice to have that because then you get to remember the people even if it's just for a second while walking past. So I think that's nice. I just like it when people get old enough to not give a shit anymore, so they just speak their minds. Oh my god, wait, yes. You know what I love? I love when old people, men and women, like dye their hair like a crazy color. I saw someone have like a carrot fucking orange. I saw someone have green, like crazy ass colors. Purple, blue, go crazy, girl. Like love that. Like I love when they do shit like that. It's so fun. Cause it's like it's giving like I never did this in my youth, so I want to do it now, and I love that. Like yes, no regrets. Fuck yeah. Are you gonna want to clear the search history once you're done? Wait, both the human lab-grown brain computer chips you'll soon be able to rent as a service. Are you calling Boat a service? Are you calling him a hooker? You work near graveyards. Oh, okay. I'm guessing you don't work at the graveyard though. No clue what my grandpa was cremated. My mother has specified she wants to as well. I think it's cool when people get turned into diamonds. I think we should do that more. Cause fuck blood diamonds. Give me some old dead bitch's diamond. You know what I mean? Like imagine that. Like a little necklace or something. It goes through thrift store, through thrift store, through thrift store. And then like someone gets that. And it's you. You're that diamond. I feel like that's kind of fun. I don't know. Because I think stuff like that's always going to be like found by someone and used. And that's kind of cool in a weird, morbid kind of way, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's a cool little legacy or something. He's terrible as all hook supports. I'd never run that. You work with dead people. Luda, what the fuck? I didn't know that. That's crazy. Oh yeah, he was dead. I've heard about that. I have heard about that. I'm gonna go out with fireworks. Perhaps. I've thought about it for a long time. Yeah, Luda, what is your job actually? That's a good point. You don't have to dox yourself, but we are probably pretty curious. Well, while you answer that, I found the bottom of the chat, so I am going to say that it's day. It has been, sorry, day 495, and that's it. That was subathon. That's it now. That's all we could do. I don't know. That's it. And TTS is not going to be on remainingly. That's not a word, but I just made it up. I sent it in videos. I think you'll like it. It's just a vibe. I will definitely be checking it out because I will 100% be clipping a little bit from the actual VOD as well because I thought we had such a good time. But I think that's it. Thank you, Hooks, for modding. Thank you, Sid, for modding. Thank you, Muffin, for modding. Thank you all to the people who have made this subathon
will forever remain
amazing.
In our hearts, for it was a subathon
Splokes will forever remain. Wait, I'll let
R.
her say it. Wait, she is saying it. My headset's off. She said it. I don't even know if you could hear that because I can't hear that. But yeah, it will forever be in our hearts.
For it was a subathon
oh, you can hear that. That's kind of crazy.
Never return to R.
You work for your dad's funeral business. Holy shit. How is that? I mean, I suppose you get used to any job, but I mean, good for you, honestly. That's respectable. That is very respectable. No, Splokes will forever, of course, be in our hearts. I shall never return to Overwatch. Well, that's pretty sad. So, I'm retiring. No, I can still read it, said. We're fine. She just loved talking over the fucking bot. Yep, sure do. I can't hear it, so yeah. You know the people who carry coffins into a funeral that aren't family? You know what? That is really
Where
respectable,
do I turn in my
Luda.
keys to the
Because
Splokes
honestly,
HQ?
like, I'm sure you, like, do it in a nice, loving kind of way as well. Because you kind of have to. But, yeah. And dealing with death, I think, in a job like that, you kind of do get desensitized. I think you do that with, like, every job. But I think that's a very respectable job, honestly. My job has really been dead for a few months, so I'm used to the dead. That makes sense. Where do I turn my keys to the Splokes HQ? Do we have a HQ? Wait. Should we build that on Minecraft? A little Splokes HQ. That could be kind of fun. I want to do that now. But it has to be massive, because how the fuck are you going to spell Splokes in Minecraft? That's going to be so many letters. I'm making that in Minecraft. I have to remember it. So my dad has worked in the funeral business for like 30 years. I mean, I think that's, yeah, really respectable. I think it's one of those things that someone has to do it, and I think if it's nice people doing it, then the better, you know? Like, if you would be assholes, well, Ludo, you can be an asshole to me, but I don't think you're asshole to the people. But yeah, I think that's cool. Good for your dad. Say to your dad that I think he's cool. Physical delivery only, ideally as undressed as possible. For tank player details will be sent in DMs. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure Hoax is gonna get like a nipple pic. I'm scared. Hoax, blink twice if you need help. If you, like, you know, yeah. We'll try our best. Me and Sed will try and save you. I'm so sorry, Luda. I'm so sorry. Temporary stomach. I'm guessing you mean. I agree with Sed. I really do. So sorry to hear that. I really want to write a book, and no, I'm not actually joking, even though I hold the cursed name of Boat. I shared some of my almost philosophical thoughts to a coworker of mine, and he straight up looked at me dead in the eyes and asked if I happened to be a psychopath. What? What did you say? What was the philosophical thoughts? What? No, now I have to know. Oh. Thanks, Ed. I didn't know that. That's kind of gross. I didn't want to know that actually, but thanks. You should start writing it, bro. I'll read it just for you. Boat as I might be, I actually have some thoughts that go as deep as making people force me to stop. That's not a good thing. Also, you shouldn't go as deep to making people force to stop you. You should just stop if they don't want to anymore. Yeah, Luna, I did read that, but I felt like, yeah, well, you did leave a little heart as well, so that is less horror. Yeah, good point. Hence why I want to write those down, just to have them out there in a way that I can't stop. But you have to give us an example of this. You do realize that, right? You can't just say one thing and then not say the other. Like, because now we'll all just think that you're a psychopath, which in fairness, I already knew, but, you know. Do it, put in DM to me. Send in the Discord, fuck it. I've shared my afterlife theory before, and evidently some people didn't even want to hear it because they feared it too much. What is your afterlife theory? I Can't remember. I remember us talking about this though. Tomorrow. Oh, you're gonna love this. Well, now I can't leave. He said I'd love it. To me, it's as clear as the sky. Okay? In fairness, I have some crazy takes too. I really do. I think there's something unexplainable about, like, our universe and our world. Like, because we have people believing in a cloud, the man in the clouds. We have people believing in astrology. We have people believing in, we have astrophysicists who, like, are talking about, like, space matter and shit like that. And we have, like, atoms that we can explain, but we can't really, like, see or touch, or it's not very, like, evident. You can't just see it and feel it and touch it, I think, like, there's something, I can't explain it good, but there's something unexplainable about, like, all of those things. I think is just interpreted in different ways, but I think they're all the same thing, if that makes any sense to anyone. But I think all those beliefs just come together to explain the same thing for different people and for different cultures and different everything. Yeah. I think I've kind of pondered why most heavens couldn't be possible. Well, that's not very controversial. What is if you're in a church? So far, I've debunked hell and heaven as an impossibility due to size and noted descriptions. Yeah, both. I think most of the Swedish people is with you there. Considering most. Let's start with an easy one. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm taking a test? Anyway, while he types that out, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you, everyone. I really appreciate everything that has been done this subathon. I really, really do. Holy shit. It's been such a blast. It's been tiring. It's been exciting. It's been dreadful because Boat's been it. It's been amazing because of everyone else. So it's been so good and so fun, and I've loved every second. So thank you all for making that happen. And yeah. Next year, I'm guessing I'm doing this again. Most would just say it because it seems impossible, but I've calculated this shit. Okay. Wish I could have helped with the subathon. Don't worry about it, Luda. Don't you worry. The subathon, like, if it lasted the first day, that would have been completely fine. Of course, nobody has to spend money. Nobody has to do anything. So don't feel bad at all in the slightest. I'm very grateful for the people who did and who does. But of course, it is not necessary. Stream is always free. Unless you want without ads. I can't help you with that. Twitch literally makes me put ads. So, but yeah. And for my birthday, I think I'm quite happy nonetheless. And I thank everyone for being here. However, I didn't get the things I said I was going to get today because I forgot. But I was going to get a cinnamon roll. Fuck. And Grass has made that really mean because he didn't give me one. Twitch forced 3 minutes of ads per hour. That's how that's allocated is up to the caster, but that's still the minimum. Yep. I haven't touched it in years, and I think it has been updated, so I could probably have a look at it again. But I haven't touched it since I did it the first time around, and that is the lowest I could put it. I think there was a bar, and I put it all the way to the left, so I've got to start with 2 separate messages. Bro's got Notepad open on his PC, I swear. Yeah. That's it for me. Holy shit. I am a little bit sad that New Hat Unlocked didn't get picked because I had really good shit prepared, but it's fine. We'll keep it for next time. But that's it for me. If you haven't already, go ahead, join the Discord, press follow, subscribe, whatever. Said, no, I can't. Why would I do that? I'll keep it to next subathon. I think sub goals in themselves isn't that difficult, but when you have to do it 6 days in a row, I think that's difficult. Because you always have to think, like, is this worth it? And then you also have to think, is this doable? And then you have to think, is this what people want? And if there's a no on any of those questions, you can't do it. Well, maybe I have done it, some of those, but I don't know. Hopefully not. No, but sub goals are really difficult for me. I don't know why. But I think I've done pretty good. I really do think I've had really good ones. Now you know that you have to create like 7 days of goals just in case. Yeah, I literally have like a folder of just ideas, but they're not very good. So if you ever have any sub goals, like ideas, please, I beg, send them to me. There's a mod chat as well. You could just ask us. I feel like I have, but I suppose that would be good. You know what? I'm gonna do this. There you go. See if that works. I've typed it in the mod chat. Assuming you don't want them to be spoiled for chat before. Well, I don't really mind. I think the mods coming up with them could be kind of fun because then they're not spoiled or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I gave you some, but that was like 2 subathons ago or some shit. Yeah, I wrote all the ones that I like down, I think. I usually do in the same little notepad where I have them. Okay, so for heaven, I'd say this is error number 1 out of like 14 that I found so far. Most would say once you reach the heavenly place called heaven, you'd get to experience fuck all with everyone you once loved and who loved you back and whatnot. That's error number 1. Let's say I go to heaven. I happen to have a son who to me is loved one, who then also ends up in heaven. He might then have a son that he would consider a loved one who then also goes to heaven and so on. It doesn't take long until people I've never met pop up and sure they are related. But that also means it's an infinite number of people to turn up that I've never met before, rather than people I know and love. That means heaven would be full of strangers to me. That's just debunking, oh, you'll get to see your loved ones. We haven't even scratched the surface. I get what you mean. Yes, I do think people glamorize it a lot and think, oh, in heaven I'll just see everyone I like and everyone I hate won't be there. But you do make a good point that everyone's related to someone and like they would want their loved ones there. But maybe it's like very individual that you only like see the people or something or whatever that you like or something along those ways, but that wouldn't make sense either. I kind of think that is debunked for sure, but I'm just putting out ideas if you want to argue them. If you want to try and at least find holds, even if there might not be super well thought out good ones. What else? I think I don't think it, but hear me out. I think a cool idea is that you get reborn as animals, as creatures, as whatever, right? And that you like have choices. So like imagine you pull up and they're like, "Hey, okay, you're back, bitch. Like, what do you want to be this time?" And then you go, "Hey, I want to be a parrot." Or, "Hey, I want to be a dolphin." Or, "Hey, I want to be a shark." Or, "I want to be an elephant," or whatever. But then they go, or you go, "I want to be a human." But then they're like, "That's what you chose last time. So you can't be that again." I think that idea could be cool. I don't think it's what happens, but I think that's one of the like mind cannons that I kind of like. Because then you're like, you get to live all these like lives, but like through a bird's lens. And then you wouldn't remember the other ones. I think that's cool. But yeah. There's like 80% if you're an animal, your life's gonna suck. Nah, I don't think so. I think some animals have nice lives. Of course, you have like, there's a lot more action than, we have, but still. Now I could tell you all about how I literally think you won't know you're dead, or how in the end no one's death would have mattered, but honestly, typing out that message took quite a bit of words in it. No, but I think you do have a good point. I really do. Like I don't think I'll argue that much. I don't think I want to, because I kind of agree with you. I think heaven and hell is a concept for people to kind of deal with grief and deal with hatred. Because we put all our hatred into hell and we put all our grief into heaven. And we say we're going to see them soon and it's going to be okay. I think it is the same thing as saying, oh, they're not dead. They're alive. They're just somewhere else that I can't reach them. I think it's that. And yeah. I think religion as a concept is really interesting, but I do think it has done many, many good things, but also many, many bad things. So yeah. Kill me if I have to get reborn as an animal. Why? Muffin, you're such a hater today. You don't want to get to 70. You don't want to be an animal. What is you? Why? Most parents and children wouldn't go to heaven anyway. Like 99% of Christians today don't even follow the rules of their own book. Like, fun fact, did you know that there's a rule to only wear clothes of one fabric? I.e. never worn polyester. Hell, ever been tattooed? Hell, yeah. But I think we have a more open version of religion, which I think is great. Like, if you want to believe that there's a man in the sky with a beard, go for it. Nobody's going to stop you. If that helps you with your daily life, great. I think it gets dangerous as soon as we want to like hurt other people because they're not like us. And I don't think everyone has to follow every single rule. I think you choose the rules that you like. Like, for instance, like my life entirely has been riddled with these like, I've been beaten in. That sounds fucking bad, but like my parents, teachers, everyone has like really hammered it home that like treat everyone else like the way you want to be treated and like shit like that. Like all these like quotes, but I think it's the same thing if you grew up with the Bible. It's literally just the same. So like it's just what you follow, you know? They call me. Thank you, Kitchen, for that message. That's one hell of a first message. We've had a lot of weird like first messages here. Like genuinely. Every new person's message has like during the subathon has been wild. I don't know why that is. Don't forget Jesus is a forgiving son of a God. See what I did there? Yeah, and I think the whole concept of like God can do no wrong while also being a dick and also like murdering people, but also being super forgiving and super like perfect to everyone is also like, what? There's so many contradictions. It's just a fucking book to me. I don't know. I'm sorry to all the religious people. You, like, believe what you want. I won't blame you for it, but let me have my beliefs as well. I just think someone wrote a book and then people took that to heart. Like, for fucking crying out loud, I have this on my neck. This is from Lord of the Rings. I loved it. I love the books. I love the movies. Like, if that was back in AD, yeah, I probably would have believed that shit. I wouldn't know better. And then people just continue that for fucking, like, I don't know. Like, it's just a really good book, or it was a really good book and people liked it. Like, whatever. I don't know. Like, people are still obsessed with Lord of the Rings. People are still obsessed with the Bible. Like, I think it's just one of those things. It's just a story that people liked. I don't know. And then they tied religion to it. So, yeah. Want to end this subathon with a bitter aftertaste? Sure. If heaven is real, I want the Viking one. Oh my god, true. With a huge snake around it. Cute. Just a big ass feast of amazing food, and you get to punch people that piss you off. I love that. They call me Eminem the way I shit bars and. Wait, is that a Swedish like thing? What? Kitchen, that's funny. Well, I do find religion is interesting and the topic fun to talk about. I'm apathetic agnostic, so I don't really believe any amount of debating could ever prove or disprove the existence of a god. But if they would exist, they just don't give a shit about us, so why would I care about them? Yeah, that's kind of valid. I think there's probably like other species out there. I just don't think those species are like, you know, a great big man with a beard. And why does it have to be a man? Ugh. Why couldn't it just be like I like Santa because Santa has Mrs. Claus. Like let them be together. Let them just have that together. Like I like Santa way more than I like God. Because he's just happy. He's a good role model. He's happy. He's, he eats what he wants. Like he's a jolly little fella.
Be gagging
He
very
wears
much
red
now I begin to
because
suck his
it's
cock.
cunt. And then he has a cute hat. Like, I don't know. And he gives people presents and he eats good food. Like, that's way better. Why do we have. Wait, this is so similar to the other guy that came in. He also said, like, oh, I'm just super strange. I'm super weird. Are they Wait, what? Is that a Roblox player thing? It is weird how both of them said very similar things. Just like, oh, I'm just different. I'm just unusual. Technically, depending on how wild you tend to be, you might have experienced complete nothingness before, blackout, being unconscious for a longer while, or anyway, experienced memory loss. Yep. That's to me clear fucking evidence. It's all just not be there one day. You'll know it's your time to go, and you'll for a fact experience your brain release that massive surge of stress hormones like endorphins, adrenaline, serotonin. You'll basically imagine yourself going to heaven just to die. Jesus Christ, that is quite morbid, but what a lovely, what a lovely ending. Yeah. Is that the one ring to rule them all? It is. It's made out of bronze, which is really cool. I got it from like a guy called Kenneth, and he was really cool, like really cool guy. And he hand makes everything. He's really cool. Love Kenneth. He's awesome. I got 2 rings off of him. And he just does it for fun. Like for fun. He sells them, of course, but he does it for fun. Love Kenneth. But I sort of agree with you, and I do think I've like people are like, oh, the light at the end of the tunnel. I think like, I've heard about people dying and then them just saying that there was nothing. There was literally just nothing. And I think I believe that more. Personally, I don't like Santa because pretty much just the personification of capitalism. Santa isn't. God, no. That's just Christmas. I think Christmas is, but Santa is not. Santa is in the movies. Like, I like the Santa movie version. No, Santa isn't Christmas. He is his own person. Don't tie him to that. Santa is in my life 24/7, 365 days per year. And sometimes one extra day or something on a leap year. I can't remember how many days that is. I'm not even done. Okay, Boat, shall we copy paste this into like an actual document that you can just like send to people? Because I want to know what the fuck you have to say. Zed does. I think Hoax did as well. I think everyone wants to know what the fuck you have to say. Just like make a literal fucking document and just post it in the Discord. Genuinely. Or if you don't want it to be that well known, then put it in like the sub channel. Or worst case, I don't know. Send it DM'd Wes. Because I'm curious, but I don't want to be here all day because I am getting tired. Which Santa though? There's a lot of them. Not the Office version. And not the American version. I would say the old one in Disney. Like the really old one in Disney, back when like they did Cinderella. The first one. Or the really old Coca-Cola one. Those two are like my Santas. You know how people say like that's my president? Fuck that. That's my Santa. Those are my Santas. I love my little stubby boy. What? A lot of people might even go through autopsy. Those who believe their entire body will follow them to their final destination should perhaps read into it. I mean, having your brain placed in another part of your body to just get sewed back together, perhaps cremated, that would mean you have a soul carrying your entire DNA to then copy you to another place. I'm not following here because I think I'm just tired, but I don't actually know how that works with like if you get your hand chopped off and you put it on another body, like I don't know what the fuck happens there. And I don't know about a soul. I think soul is just also one of those things that's just made up. I think I believed it once upon a time when someone said like when your body, like if your body is like on a weighting scale and like you die and then there's like a little delay and then like you lose like, I don't know, a few grams maybe. And I think that's due to like breathing or something. Before I knew that that was like an actual biological thing, I thought that was the soul thing. I thought that was like you have a soul. But I genuinely don't think you have a soul. Because a soul would also mean that like you have a predestined like person that you're supposed to be, or like a predestined like, not personality, but like predestined like individualistic thing inside of you. Which also doesn't make sense because you can make so many choices and all of your life is like, yes, there's like nurturing and stuff like that. Or what is it? Naturing. But there's so much nurturing. I think most of the things that you do throughout your life creates you as a person. And I don't think if soul has anything to do with that. Or that your soul can like be bad or good or gets carried anywhere. But that's my thought. If you believe in that, then go crazy. I don't know. There'll be no exact match of a mass when you're alive. You'll literally be rotting or perhaps get burned to a crisp. By then, you're relying on a soul. I like to think that maybe it's Men in Black and we just live in a little game that aliens play. I don't know. No, maybe it's all bigger than us. Maybe we don't know that. I don't know. Maybe we're just thinking way too far. That's the whole point though, isn't it? Yeah, I think a lot of things we've talked about so far, I think a lot of it's just comfort. I think humans believe in things to feel comforted. I don't think we want to think that there's nothing. I think we want to think that we'll live on and we'll have a great time and everything's happy, hunky dory. And I think we want to believe in that happy ever after.
Happy birthday.
Hillian, you're a bit late. The subathon is over and my birthday is officially over. But thank you. Thank you, Hillian. I've had a lovely one. Thank you so much. I think religion is amazing for connecting people and being a common ground for communities, but religion shouldn't rule humans. That right there. Holy shit. But that being said, I don't think religions do rule humans. I really, like, not anymore, anyway. I think the same with government, I'll be real. I think government's the same fucking thing. I think it's amazing for connecting people, and I think it's a common ground for a lot of communities, but it shouldn't fucking rule us. I do agree that there should be some governance, but government isn't fucking working, is it? Not in the way that we have it in most countries at this point, as I understand. So, yeah. It's the same with religion. There's corruption and there's greed and there's shit happening everywhere. There's little boys getting taken advantage of, and there's just shit happening all over the world. You know? So, yeah. I think there's just nothing, and that's why you should do what you can when you can. Yes, that. Go do that stupid shit you thought might be fun. Muffin, what a lovely way to end this. Go do that stupid thing. Yeah, go do that. I just finished streaming myself. No, you're fine. You're fine. I did have a good stream. Yeah. It hasn't been 1 hour. It's been, how many hours has it been? Way too many. Way too many. And I went way past schedule. Way past. But thank you, Alien. I hope your stream was lovely too. Religions definitely can still control humans in many parts of the world. Shit, even the US removed Roe v. Wade because of religion. I suppose. I guess I just live in a country that's not religious. Did I get anything nice for my birthday? I sure did. I got, it was actually really funny because the day before my birthday, I was talking to my lovely brother and I was telling him, and we were like, I think we were drinking wine, and then we got into the subject and he was like, oh, like, I don't know how we got into it, but basically I told him that I like wine, but I can't really tell a difference. Like, red wine is just red wine for me. I couldn't tell you difference between a really good bottle and a really bad bottle. I couldn't tell you the difference, and I don't care to do so, really. And his present to me was going to be this huge crate with a bunch of, like, a selection of nice, really nice red wines for me. And so the day before my birthday, he went, oh shit. Well, now I gotta do something else. So him and 2 others had this whole convoluted story about they were gonna go somewhere else and they were gonna go for like a run or something, like somewhere crazy far away. And then we were like, okay, whatever. Who cares? Okay, you do that. Why not? And so they did. And then they swapped all of that. They got me a big bottle of red wine. And then he also got me a rice cooker that we also discussed before that. So I got a really nice rice cooker, which I'm really excited to use. but that I haven't been able to use basically that much. It's because
No need
I've
to
been
whine about
live
it.
literally for 6 days straight. So I'm really happy with the rice cooker. And I got some nice like little just things that I wanted. Not really like consequential things, but just like things from IKEA that I just needed and I wanted, that are like not expensive, but they're expensive for what they are. Like I wanted a tray that's like almost 400 bucks in Swedish, and I was like, I'm not spending that for a fucking tray. And so I just sent out a huge wish list with like a bunch of different things, and then I just got nice things. Yeah. And I love my family, so I'm very happy. I'm sorry, a fucking tray. It's really nice. It's walnut. Yeah. Look it up, Luda. It's really nice. One singular tray. Well, it's like this big. It's really massive. It is massive. It's massive and it's walnut and it's real quality. And then for my birthday, I actually made something as well, which is really cool. I unfortunately can't show it to the people. I have showed it to some people, but I carpented something with my family, which was really cool. But it's a nice big box thing. I don't know how to explain it. I love talking about death because it's a tiny bit controversial. Perhaps not to us IKEA lads. 100% not. I think it's kind of, yeah, I think you're so right. I think some cultures take that very seriously, but I don't think we give a shit. I think my biggest score is when I started counting on why aliens seem a bit RNG based and really, really unlikely, if not impossible, within the human timeline. But I disagree. I disagree. I think, well, not aliens, not the green little fellas, but I do think there's 100% some other species out there. 100%. I think I say we as
My
the human
birthday gift to
species
you.
have kind of figured out that it is more likely that there is something that isn't than there isn't. And that being said, I think maybe they're not an intelligent species, maybe they are. We wouldn't know. But I think they might be very, 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 very far away. And they probably don't know about us, and probably maybe if they're the equally smart as us, then they're probably thinking the same thing. You know? Or wondering the same thing. I can tell the difference in some red ones, but I still think red one is just red one. Yes, thank you. Thank you, right? No need to whine about it. No, I honestly like, I think white wine, I don't really like it, but like I'll still drink it if it's, like weddings and stuff, they're free. Like fuck it. But like either it's really bitter or it's really sweet. And there's like no in between. Red wine is nice, it's just red wine. But like I couldn't tell you what the fuck's I can't smell it and be like, oh, it's a hint of rosemary. Like I couldn't do that to you. I don't think they have rosemary in wine, but still. Rice cooker is goated, is like the best kitchen appliance. I think so too. But it's mostly because I fuck up my rice. I really do. I'm so bad at cooking rice. Rice cooker sounds beast. It really is. And they got me a really big one and a really nice one. And it's really pretty and you can steam things in there. So it's really cool. I do make something with it that's not just rice. Yeah, I'm gonna test that too. Walnut, you say? No, it's not a cutting board. But I have a really fancy cutting board too that I've gotten. So, yeah. Maybe see what Father Christmas brings. My birthday gift to you. Thank you so much, Hillian. I really didn't tell. I couldn't tell because my headsets they're uncharged. And I can't hear anything, but thank you. I'm so delayed probably, but thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't want to meet aliens. I think it'd be cool if they were friendly. But honestly, if they were anything like us, I don't want to meet them. Because holy shit, the human species sucks. We're like the only species who's just making everything worse. I mean, sure, we've made a lot of things better for ourselves, but yeah, we're not exactly taking Mother Nature. yeah, to a good place. But I don't know. There's planets with high likelihood of life, but I'm saying specifically that's within reach or noticeable to us. Okay, that's valid. Yeah. On the topic of aliens, and if you like, I don't know. I don't usually like alien content because I think it's a little bit too like, oh, there's gonna be aliens, whatever, or like series that or movies like that, unless it's actually Alien, which is a good movie. But I think Three Body Problem is a really cool. Uh, they do it very well. Cause I like when the aliens don't just like appear. I don't want to see them. I want to like have a little bit imagination left, and I think they did things very well in that. White wine is awesome. Chilled white wine, I disagree. I don't know. I don't like it. Sorry. I do feel like all the views so far have just been things most Swedes go, yeah, of course. Yep. Very true. I don't know who called you a psychopath for this. But yeah. Yeah. I've kind of agreed with most of it. But I do think there's aliens like way, way, way out there. In some variety of, like, they could be microorganisms. I wouldn't know. But they're still there. I think they're still there. Just not here. I'm curious to hear more though, so if you end up writing down that DM that shit to me. Valid. Thank you, said. I really think I agree. Three Body Problem is goated. And it has very good actors, and they're all, well, not all, but many of them are from Game of Thrones. And they're just really good actors. And I love them all. I feel like if we made aliens in one country is just gonna fuck it up, and damn, now there's a war because of one fucker. I know what country is that gonna be. I think everyone knows what country's gonna do that. I think we all know damn well what country that's gonna be. Ding! It's one of two. No. No, it's one of one. We all know that. It's one of one. We know which one it is. I don't even have to say it. That's the worst part. I shall hold myself back. Why? To not insult the great nation? I do feel like I'll have to write stuff properly though, but I definitely down to make a group chat for when I've tinkered coherent sentences. I am so down to be on that group chat. Do we all get to have input? Or is it more like where you just collect your thoughts? Or are we supposed to like fight you on that? Or are we supposed to like input our ideas? Because I would yap. I could yap. I'll send a little voice note or something. I too can think of more than one. US is definitely on top. Russia and China aren't too far behind. We just don't hear as much about them here. I guess. I don't know. I'd like to think that China's smarter. Like a lot smarter. And Russia too. I don't know. I don't know. There's the burger one. I'm gonna head off as gotta be up early for work, but just hop in to say happy birthday, TK. Thank you. I appreciate that. I used to have a channel on Discord server for Boat's philosophical views, but I think that shit straight up got yeeted when I cringed at a half bad one years ago. That's actually so sad. I love shit like that. That's why I have like old Discord servers. I won't leave them, and like old group chats as well. I think stuff like that. It's really fun when you find it. China got some problems, like any other country. Yeah, but I don't think they'd be the first to nuke aliens. if they pull up. You know? I feel like they would at least think about it. You know? I feel like America wouldn't even think about it. They would just go, oh, let's do it. You know? Do you know the game? Sorry if you do, and sorry to anyone who do, and I just realized. If not, well, unlucky. I don't think I know the game. Fuck. Shower thoughts or 2 a.m. thoughts are just a vibe. Yes. I love shower thoughts. I have cat ideas, but I should get a category that's shower thoughts. That's a good idea. But you just lost the game. I don't get it. I haven't. I don't. I haven't. I don't know the game. What? My shower thoughts are just food. Wait, too young. I'm 25. I'm old now. People are telling me I'm old now. So I should be allowed to tell me. You got good thoughts in the shower? Yes. I get my best thoughts in the shower. I get all my best thoughts in the shower. Wait. Now I'm kind of curious. One of my, well, should I say that? One of my shower thoughts, and I wrote this down, was why do women like tall men? Because of biology. Make humanity like giraffes. That's what I wrote. I'd say that's a pretty good shower thought. I feel like that makes sense. We want to be taller. We want to be ballers. We want to have a girl. I wish I could call her. Like, hello? That's simple, basic. I've also, oh wait, Boat's gonna like this one. I said tromboner's pretty fun. Second game could be bongoner. Bongos. No? Okay. Oh, and you can't steal this one, but I have a great idea. Meatballs on a stick. Grill it. Right? Right? So yes, Muffin, I do think about food. I've also thought about the great business idea of barber. Like big B-R, B-A-R, being big, and then burr. So they cut your hair and they give you drinks. So it's a bar burr. I think that's fucking genius. I have a lot of good ideas. Oh, carbonara, but with noodles instead of spaghetti. So hair and drinks? No, you could put a little cover on it. Also, your hair doesn't get everywhere. How does your hair cutters cut you guys? What? Said you shouldn't do that. I used to literally annoy people with my own take of the game, just to a point where I indirectly made people hate me more and more, just to prove how easy it is to manipulate people's thoughts. But maybe you are a psychopath. Huh. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl and then I would call her. Banger. It's not bongooner. Oh. Meatballs on a stick, isn't that just kebab? No, because kebab and meatballs taste very different. It's called balding. What is? Cutting your hair? You get a haircut and you're drinking? Sounds like it's gonna suck. What? Y'all suck. Also, I thought about air tags when I was like 7, by the way, because I lost my keys all the time. So I was way ahead of the times. So I'm just saying this. If you ever find meatballs on a fucking stick, I did that. Don't you dare let anyone tell you it differently. Does someone blow drying your hair when you're taking a sip? You could have a cover. What the hell? What the hell? I also have a mini golf cart. It's basically mini go-karts, but you drive into a big golf ball, like in Rocket League. I feel like that would be pretty fun. That's what I'm saying. Wait. Which one? Kebab is Turkish, and meatballs originates in Turkey as well. Yes, and we made them Swedish. To the point where they do not taste like they do in Turkey. Same thing with the Italians. We have Italian meatballs, we have Turkish meatballs, and we have Swedish meatballs. Which one of those do you think that I meant? We also have, tacos. We don't eat tacos the way they do in Mexico. We don't eat tacos the way they do in Spain. They're very different. So what do you think I meant here? Do you think I meant the Turkish meatballs? No, I did not. You should be able to think about this yourself. I shouldn't have to tell you this. That was obvious. You buy meatballs or make them yourself. Bada bing bada boom, you put it on a stick and grill it. I feel like that would be lovely. And both didn't even comment on the tromboner one. I'm so disappointed. Okay, but if you just place food on a stick, it's still the same food. But have you ever grilled meatballs? I've never seen anyone do that. I'm not just saying you put them on a stick and just eat them. I'm saying you grilled them. You have grilled them. Why? It's kind of weird. Weirdo. Grand scheme here. We'll get to 270 subs and you'll have to do that just this game Friday because the thing is still here. No boat. That won't work. You didn't comment on my tromboner idea. I was sad. I am sad about this. It was a great idea. And everyone's just hating on my ideas. Did you like it then? What did you even say? I heard bongos. Yeah, they could call it bongoner. Like tromboner. Like bongoer. Or bongoner, sorry. Because bongos. You'd have bongos instead. I feel like that'd be great. Fuck you both. I hate all of you. I'm never sharing my ideas with any of you ever again. But grilling is way more delicious. Bongona reminds me more of bongs than bongos. How is that my fault? No, Luda, you're kind of chill, actually. You probably even liked my ideas. Thank you for that. I do too. Said you didn't like my ideas either. And you fought me on meatballs. How dare you? Anyway, he's probably right though. Even though I hate to say it. And I'm mad at him. I'm mad at all of you. Except Luda, I guess. You're fine. Muffin is Muffin. Yes, and Muffin sucks. Because Muffin is mean to me. Muffin is nice. When Muffin is nice. You know what I mean? But that's it for me today. Yeah. The socials should be down in the description and stuff like that. I think I've said it so many times now. But again, thank you to everyone who has made this subathon 6 whole fucking days. Holy shit. I don't know if we'll ever beat this record. I don't know if I want us to beat this record. But I've had a fucking blast. So thank you to everyone for helping me beat the record. And I wish you all a very good evening. And of course, a very good night. That being said, as helpful couldn't say, but as someone probably did say, that I can't remember. But good night. Hoaxed, but as hoaxed instead. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the circs of the bedbugs bite. And if they do, then just join the Patreon. And with that said, of course, that's it. I don't know what else to say. Let me look at my little notes here. I think that's it. It feels so weird to leave now after 6 whole days. I'll be here tomorrow, normal time at 21, which feels so late now. It'll be dark when I start. Maybe. But, yeah. I will miss all of you until then. Weirdly. We're like a little weird, weird family here now. But thank you to everyone who has lived in my living room for the past 6 days. And I hope you've enjoyed yourself. And if you took anything from my freezer, I will kill you. But I will say, the fridge has been open this entire time, and you can have whatever you want in there. Pretty sure the top. Yeah, I think I do have like one thing in the back that's expired. Don't eat the jam. I believe the jam is expired. Whoever ate the jam, I'm so sorry. The fridge has been open, rip everything in there. No, like, oh, it's open season for everyone. No. You had a blast. I'm glad. Thank you. Toodles early stream now. Did you thank me? I hope you didn't. I didn't vote. Don't worry. I was caught up with my main monitor. Do you have side monitors? Like a little side bitch? Like a little main? What? The fridge is always open season among friends. Okay, so boat's not allowed. Good. Oh, Hoax is on your main monitor. I can't wait for 2028 when Hoax is going to be streaming. How long is that going to be, Hoax? Do we know? Garage fridge is fair game. Love garage fridges. They better have ice cream. My fridge is stacked. Okay, flexers. Y'all ain't getting none of my monitors. Both, it's open season. We just said 25-minute tops. What are you gonna do for 25 minutes on stream? I can restrain from your old jam. You really probably can't. It's homemade by lovely people who make jam. A fuck ton of it. Yeah, but it's still good. Yeah. Stare into a camera. Jesus Christ. Terrifying. Just no blinking. Oh, that's nice, Ed. Beverage fridge is all you need, apparently. There has to be some calories in there if there's beer. Yeah, right, boat. Anyway, that's it for me. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the top, of the peak, but I'd say we made it to the top on the subathon. So, and on that note, I hope everyone has a lovely rest of the evening and a wonderful sleep. Just like me. But for now, that's the end of the subathon, that's the end of the stream, and that's not the end of me, hopefully, but it is the end of the stream. And that's it for me. I will see all of you at 21 tomorrow. Said shut up. But I'll see you all at 21 tomorrow. But until then, as always, bye-bye! Toodles! But with that said, I will see all of you tomorrow. But until then, as always, a very friendly